Of course, I cannot justify or understand what the ambassador says. And more importantly, when you couple her words with the military campaign, if you can even call it that, being waged on the ground in Gaza, I cannot see how it adds up to anything but ethnic cleansing. And I think the tragic thing is Israel has never been less safe now. Israel's never been less safe than it is now. When you look at any counterinsurgency or counterterrorism campaign, as fairly fundamental sort of pillars of approach that need to be taken, and mass bombing civilian areas is the antithesis of any of those campaigns. I cannot see how the government of Israel can look themselves in the mirror and believe that what they're doing is in the best interest of not just the people.
Well, you heard the ambassador speaking. I don't struggle to believe that they believe that.
No, well,
if you see what I mean.
I can't believe they believe it, and that so just leaves you the only thing is
safety for someone like Zippy Hotovely is the removal of the threat and the erection of ever safer barriers between wherever the threat coalesces. I was trying to think of an example. I don't have the history, unfortunately, but I'm trying to think of an example of an almost successful attempt to root out a terror organisation or a threat of the nature of Hamas. And I can't think of one because I don't know enough about, for example, the Tamil Tigers in Sri Lanka and areas where governments have declared complete military victory over resistance movements or terrorists or whatever people prefer to call them. But they clearly think, and Netanyahu said this as a younger man to Max Hastings, they do clearly think that there is some sort of resolution that just involves complete victory as opposed to the compromise that you describe. And that's the other thing that Zippy Hotovely has said. That was what the previous caller, Asim, reminded us of when she essentially talked about the two-state solution no longer being viable or desirable.
Yeah, and I will never understand what it is like to be Jewish and to have experienced the generational trauma, but it doesn't make the world a safer place. And you push, let's say they do push out all the Gazans into the Sinai, and you've got 2.2 million Gazans in refugee camps in the Sinai. They will become hotbeds of radicalisation. That will push people straight into the arms of, at best, Hamas, and at worst, far more radical organisations